Thank you for agreeing to this interview. I have asked for an interview because I am learning about the creative process in my NYP music class. After this interview, I will prepare for a report discussing what the interview taught me about the true essence of the creative experience, including a transcript of our interview. I chose especially because I know you like to be a creative person in the field of art, drama, TV, or music. In this case, guitar. First question, where do your ideas come from?
Ideas, well, you know, the artists I like for guitar playing are people like Bob Dylan and Neil Young and Mark Knopfler, and there's a new guy I've listened to called Angus Stone, and they're all sort of folk-based singers. So most of my inspiration comes from traveling, right? Places you visit and the experiences you have give you a good wealth of information for songs.
Good soulful music.
Yeah, travelling music, soulful music, folk music. But experience music, experience-based music, things that you've done or things that you've seen, I think they help songs be more real.
What's your process when you have an idea?
I guess I do lyrics first. I think of lyrics first. Think of the song, the structure of the song, what it's going to be about, and try and get some choruses going and some lyrics going, and then I put chords to the chorus.
What do you do when you're stuck?
When I'm stuck, I beat my head against the wall. You know, when I'm stuck, I tend to listen to other music. So I'll go to YouTube and I'll listen to some Bob Dylan or some Mark Knopfler songs and give some inspiration.
How do you know when to stop when you're making music?
When to stop? You can't stop. This is the problem. I mean, music's like art. It's like design. I think it's always progressing and changing. So I think your songs change as you play them. You always change for the better.
How do you deal with your own internal critic? Does it not get annoying to have to judge yourself all the time?
I don't know. You know, I guess you do something and you think it sounds good and you become happy with it. If you start thinking about it too much, I think you'll never get to the end of anything. So, but I think people are the best critic, right? Playing to family and friends and see people like what you're doing.
Apart from the fact that you're a Kiwi and you have a weird accent, what sets you apart from other people?
I have no idea, Joe. You know, I'd like to think, living out here, I've done so much travelling. So for my buddies back at home, or some of them barely left the country, I think being able to travel to all these different places in the world gives you a different set of experiences and a different outlook on life that can influence your art and your music.
What do you think your weaknesses and strengths are?
In regards to music?
Yeah.
Definitely finger picking is a weakness. I'm more of a folk based, so chord strumming, making little licks and chords as opposed to the finger picking. I think it sounds better, but the complication of it is too much.
Would you have any advice for a new artist, an upcoming artist, building music?
I guess you need to try things. That's the main thing. You just need to put it down on paper and explore and try. I mean, I think a lot of people get too caught up with trying to make things perfect, and you can never make things perfect. So I think you just need to start somewhere, and then a song never really finishes and ends. I think you can always build and get better. So I think you just got to keep critiquing yourself and trying to make it better.
How do you discover your voice? How does one discover their own voice?
How does one discover a voice? Interesting question. I don't know. It's I guess it depends on your influences. You know, I mean, a lot of people, they play the sort of music that you like to listen to as well. So,
what is the role of influence? Do you think you are very influenced by other people in your life and events that happen?
Yeah, for sure, of course. I think that's part of what makes the creativeness of what I do is the experiences of other people. Can you pause for a second?